Hello everyone, welcome to Raven and Red Fox Tarot. I'm so glad you've come to visit me. If you're new here, please subscribe. We're trying to go live and we're getting close. So also I do private readings, so if you're interested in that, the information will be in the description box. And likes are nice. If you enjoy the reading, please leave a like. Okay, so there were some okay. There were some things I was channeling when I was getting ready. It is so windy right now. It just started to like, okay. So we've got Justin Bieber where he's like, where he says, if I can't be close to you, I'll settle for the ghost of you. There's that coming in. And then there was just a voice in my head said, stop caring about if people like you. Because you're spending your time wanting to be liked by these people and they don't like you because you're better than them. Okay, that's what it was. Stop trying to convince people to like you. They don't like you because you're better than them. Okay, that's what the voice in my head said. So, yeah, go ahead and put me in the crazy house. I can't say it like that out loud. But that's what I heard. And basically, while you're trying to convince someone that you're worthy of being liked or loved, they're trying to bring you down to their level. They're trying to create situations for you to behave in a way that they can hold against you. There was another song. Oh, it's right there. It'll come to me. It's been in my head all morning, so I don't know why it just disappeared, but it'll come back. Okay. But heavy on that. If I can't be close to you, I'll settle for the ghost of you. I love you more than life. Okay, so, I don't know what it was about the other, I don't remember the other song, but it was something about, there was an energy about looking back on what you have invested into something, and nostalgia also came up. I was watching a video and it was about nostalgia and that popped out to me. So you're really just looking back on things right now and how much you've invested in things, and there's a sadness there. There is definitely a sadness there. Yeah, you're in your Queen of Swords energy, your Nine of Pentacles energy, but right there in the background, you probably haven't allowed yourself to feel it and you're a little confused about the feelings, or they're just starting to come up. Why am I stuttering like that? That's not normal for me. This person could stutter. Or people, I don't know. You could be second guessing yourself on these emotions, but oh yeah. And in the other deck, so we've got the Ten of Swords here in reverse. But that came out, that was the only card that was turned the wrong direction in another deck over here. The Everything's Fine card. So you might be starting to feel the emotions of the transition that you've gone into, or possibly mourning a version of yourself. Yeah. Yeah. The version of you that was before was someone that was surrounded by people, that was investing in people, that were putting them in situations to be, putting you in situations to be on your own and always in a fight. I did not bring my inhaler to this table, and I definitely need to hit my inhaler, but okay. That is also relevant. So, everything's been going so fast that you've been too out of breath to be emotionally connected. You've detached yourself emotionally to get through it. And now you're to a point where you are able to catch your breath. And you're feeling some of those feelings. You're not yet, I don't think. Maybe you are. But you are looking at what you've left behind and things that you've lost. Even though you know you learned from all of those things and you're grateful for that, but it's like a lot of it was for nothing, because you've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse and you're thinking about that. You're thinking about how a lot of the things you've been through were for nothing. Obviously, yes, it was for the lessons, but at the same time, it's like, we didn't really, did we really have to? You know, I could have just avoided all of that. I could have not been chasing this thing, this feeling, this desire. And there's some guilt there that you're not sure really how to process. Yeah, because it's so weird. It's because on one side you're like, I can see everything I've been through and I've come out victorious. I've come out better than I, could have imagined. I know that this has brought me to queen status in believing in myself and knowing who I am, and, gaining this sense of real power in myself and joy in myself and contentness in situations that other people would not be able to find joy and peace in. But also looking back and being like, but I did go to war and I got hurt a lot and I'm traumatized a little bit from that. I went through so much and I learned a lot, but sometimes you look around at people that haven't really been through a lot and you're like, why couldn't that have been me? Why couldn't I have just been taught how to love and then been loved properly? It's a question I ask myself as well. So yeah, you're in that dual energy. Tell me about, you know what? Okay, what should the collective do about this? How should the collective handle this mentally? What does the collective need to know about what they've been through? You needed to, okay, I need more on that. So it's like maybe you needed to understand that you could really just part of the plan that you were supposed to do things on your own, and you needed that confidence to know that you were going to do things on your own. You needed to learn how to make decisions for yourself. And you could be a really strong-willed person who has strong opinions and you feel like, yeah, I do make decisions for myself, but you may make that decision, or in the past make that decision, and then wait for the approval of others to act on it. Like you needed to feel in unison with people or feel accepted in this idea to act on it. And now, wow, it is so windy outside. Going through a whirlwind. Wind, world, whirlwind. Whirlpool. Tell me more about this. What can the collective do moving forward? Now, when you're offering your love, you're not going to work for other people's love. You have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You were working for people's love. For some silly boy that brought you a fish in a cup. Okay? Like, what are you doing? I asked for wine. And you brought me this fish. You think it's a cute joke. Emotionally immature people that you were working to love you. You're not. Yeah. I'm going to get my inhaler. I'll be right back. Stay right there. Okay, I'm back. Told you I'd be right back. Okay, so we've got the Fool with the Four of Pentacles here. Because you can hear me, right? Wheezing. Okay. You're able to trust yourself with what is fair now. Before, when someone would offer you something or communication, they were able to really fool you with this small offering. But with him, 1 foot on one pentacle, 1 foot on the other, holding one on his head, I know that, Petey, not the time. It's like you know your worth now. Small communications are not going to have you venturing out and sacrificing your worth anymore. Oh, also, because I asked, what can the collective do with this? You know, how is the collective supposed to move forward with this? And you're supposed to move forward open heart. Well, I wouldn't say open heart, but knowing and trusting your own feet. Okay? Because you've been through all this stuff, it's safe to believe that you can venture through life listening and like you have things to offer others. You have peace to show others. He's holding a white rose. You're going on your journey now on your own. You don't have any fear with it. Before, there might have been a lot of fear of failure. Now it's like the fear of failure is like so beyond. Like, it really, you want to judge me? You and my mother? I don't care. You know your worth now. And you're able to, like, really share your knowledge with people. With the Ace of Wands there, that's an opportunity to share and communicate with others. Communicate with others about things that have happened to you in the past. How to get out of cycles. How to spot liars. How to spot people that are coming at you with passion but not with intent. It's like you'll be able to help others with this. Or at least move forward in your life not dealing with this type of person anymore, not dealing with these people anymore. Like, not even the people of your past, but like new people that want to enter your life that are similar to them. You are able to spot it now. You're safe to go on your journey. I feel like if you had explored yourself, taken this journey that you're supposed to take. Flies. What the heck? Okay. If you had done this in the past, you wouldn't have been able to, because these types of people you were investing in were there to take from you. So now that you have reached this level of understanding, this level of self-acceptance, this level of discernment and believing in yourself, you're ready for this journey. You're ready for this career, or it feels careerish. It feels like whatever your passion and purpose is, yeah, you are ready to go on that, because the days of, allowing yourself to be an option that someone can just, toss out or put on a shelf or make feel invaluable is gone. You're in the Queen of Pentacles energy now. And you're on your way, on this journey. You're not going to give it up for somebody, or hand it over to somebody, or allow somebody to manipulate and take it from you. So now, yeah, you're able to feel the 10 of Cups in a Tower moment. Like, if you are able to stay that grounded and knowing when everything is falling apart, you're still knowing within you that everything is okay. You're still going to be fine. You're emotionally grounded. You're, everything's falling apart, but it's falling into place. It just looks like it's falling into part. Because you are mentally at that stage now, you are ready to go wherever you're supposed to be going. It's just time to push. So, I don't remember the freaking song that was in my head, but I do remember that it was like, you just have to hold on a little bit longer. Like, I'm not saying repress emotions, but if you can keep your eye on the prize a little bit longer, don't fall into a pity party is pretty much what I'm trying to say. It's not a pity party. Like, yes, there's a lot of shame that comes with some of the experiences you've been through, but girl, there's also a huge amount of testimony. There's a huge amount of lessons to be taught to others. There's wisdom in that you don't even understand how it's going to be used by you in the future, and how it's going to influence others, and how you're going to be able to be there for people that really deserve you to be there. So yeah, there is shame in it now because you're processing it, but you're not the only person on earth that's gone through what you've gone through. You are going to be someone who can speak truth about it. Like, that matters. I didn't shut the door all the way. It's very windy, so it's creaking. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. Why is it sideways? Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. World. Overworking yourself. I feel like there's going to be a real balance with that, where you can really get up and do what you need to do and make that journey, but also understanding when to rest. There's been no work-life balance. You're either all the way fired up, or you are not fired up at all, and you're guilt-tripping yourself about it. That's what I'm getting. That cycle is ended. You're really and we talked about that before with, I just saw the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords pop up. So, and I saw that earlier, I thought. Making decisions in the past was difficult for you because you were blindfolded. And you were blindfolded by you blindfolded yourself, okay? You were blindfolded by things that you learned as a child, and then you wanting to see things a certain way and it just not being that way. That blindfold is off. So making decisions and working towards it in a way that is not overdoing it, just on time. Why is one nostril? Very distracted energy. Like, what do you do? Okay. You're going to be able to just, things are going to be easier now. They're just because you know who you are, you know what you want, you know how to get it, you know how to listen, you're hearing, you know, you're hearing spirit, you're hearing your guides. And and if you've been through all the things you've been through in the past, it's like doing the work for this seems very easy. You feel lighter now. You're able to disconnect from your emotions in a way that you weren't able to do so in the past. You had to do that to get through it. So you now have that ability. Yeah, there's a little bit of guilt that you're thinking about in the background. You know, there's going to be a lot of things to process. Therapy is a good option. But it's important that you stay focused on the fact that those things happened to teach you something, as much as that sucks, for you to be able to use, to help others. I hope this reading isn't boring. I don't know. Death card. Tell me about this death card. What is the death card? Yep, death to lies, death to believing lies, death. Like, you just can spot them now. Inauthenticity, you can spot it. People that are going to distract you from your star energy and put you into a battle with others, you can spot it. There's death to that cycle. You're done with that. You're only entertaining relationships that are genuine. And you're like, well, how will I know? You know. You just do know. You know now. You know now. You can spot somebody, and before they even talk to you, tell that is an earth angel, that's a safe person. And you can look at somebody else's eyes and go, I know a demon when I see him. So, you know, that part of your life where you're learning from those type of people is over. It's over. Sure, you might be tested with, you know, a decision if you want to entertain someone like that. But you don't, and you won't. Now it's about you. Now it's about what you are supposed to do here. Now it's about you getting your gifts. On my eyeshadow, it's no re-gifts. So if it's not for you, you're not taking it. And you know that you have a lot of gifts coming in, so why would you want somebody else's gift that they didn't want? Yeah. For some of you, this is a really beautiful, okay, so some of the guilt might be coming from children. Like, you may have children, you may feel like these distractions and all of these learning curves should have been done before they got here. But what you don't understand is you're actually showing this child what it looks like to be protected, to be fought for, to be cared for. And for you, you might be thinking, well, not fast enough. It shouldn't have happened at all. I know for me that's true. But, and I'm talking to people who are on my timeline, so. But you need to remember the impact that being protected has. Like, for you, that didn't come in. You know, there was no one coming to protect you or defend you, even if they knew what was going on. You know, telling wasn't going to save you. You're passing these lessons on to your children. And you're handing it to them as a gift, because you got the Six of Cups here, right? So the way that you have leveled yourself up for your bloodline is a gift to your children or child. And you might be focusing a lot on the hardship and not on the victory. You might be focusing on what was taken and not what's about, not the gift that comes behind that. Not the sunrise that's right behind it, the new day. You've done good things, and I'm proud of you. Hold on, we're gonna do a Sacred Rebels card because this is the time. You can feel it. Advice and what does the collective need to hear from the Sacred Rebels? Sacred Rebels card. The fight is over. You won. You won. You defeated that enemy. You defeated that. And now it's this one? No. Now it's your time. Tell me. Okay. Okay. Bring it into form. I can feel it. This is going to be good. It is 41, breaks down to a 5. That's change. Positive change. Every time I see 555, or did in the past, I would go. Because I'm like, I don't want things to change. Things change for the better. Okay, it's a positive change. Stop seeing that freaking number and going, oh no, what's coming? See that number and go, yes, it's getting better for me. Okay? I don't know if you needed to hear that. 41. On the way to end. 42. And okay, that's 40. All right, here we are. Oh. It's for dyslexia. Bring it into form. Beautiful dreamer, you can imagine wonderful worlds of light. You can dream up so many possibilities. Now it is time to bring those possibilities of light into the world. They need to be more than ideas. They need to live, to manifest. The world needs not only your dreams, beautiful as they are, but also your creations. Get thee to thy desk, thy easel, thy computer. Work, beautiful dreamer. Don't just dream, create. You are being asked to honor yourself with a commitment to complete your inspired tasks. This will help you grow, and that is a wonderful reason to commit. But there is another reason too. You know that your inspired ideas are worth translating into practical form so that other people can access them and experience something special too. If you have been thinking about writing a book, painting a picture, or acting on inspiration or idea, then this oracle is bringing you an unequivocal yes. Do it now. Don't dally, dither about the details or worry about how it's all going to work out. The universe loves a bold spirit. Once you take a step, it will rush towards you like an enthusiastic, chivalrous lover, opening doors, hand gently guiding you at your lower back as you are moved forward. You will promptly be provided with all that is needed to take the next step. There is a sacrifice inherent in translating the perfection of an idea into the limited physical form. Although something may be lost when turning a multidimensional concept of endless potential into something concrete, this oracle guides you to realize that there is much more to be gained. You must become free of this inspiration so that you can retrieve your next inspiration. You must become free of this inspiration so you can retrieve your next inspiration. It is already waiting for you. So on you must go. This oracle also confirms that the information you need to translate your ideas into form will be provided according to the higher wisdom of life. It may or may not happen by traditional routes. If it seems unimaginable when it is time for something to be born into form, nothing can stop it. It will happen. If you have also drawn the oracle of the Sacred Fool, please be assured that your path of success is not going to unfold according to the usual rules and regulations. It might happen in ways that have surprised you and others, but it will happen. It is meant to be. If you have drawn not only that card, but feel drawn, if you have not drawn that card, but feel drawn to read its messages, do so after the healing process. And here is the healing process. Relax and follow your breathing as it flows in and out. In your own time, imagine, sense, or perceive that there is a beautiful light, sparkling, twinkling, like a shining star. The light is within the center of your heart. What color does it feel like? What energy does it have? What feeling or emotion? Notice the star and let yourself feel it. If you are more of a visual person, you may see colors or shapes. If you are more auditory, you may sense a sound, word, pulsations, humming. That star of light shines, burns, and expands. It brings tingling energy into each of your fingers, all the way from your heart, down your arms, into the palms of your hands, and radiating out through your fingertips. You can imagine rays of lights, like rays of sunshine, emanating out of each finger. The process then continues from your heart all the way down through your body and through each leg until the soles of your feet are filled with light, and it extends like rays out through the tip of each toe, fanning out like rays of sunshine. When you feel that light has reached through your extremities, say the following: I am energized and empowered to bring my ideas to life. I release any fear that won't live up to the perfection of my ideas or fantasies. I give them permission to become what they want to be, in service to life. In releasing these ideas into form, I open up to receive ideas and inspirations. I am helped with this process through unconditional love, for the greater good. So it be. You have completed your healing process. So yeah, stop beating yourself up for what you went through in the past and realize you were made for that. It sucks a little bit, yeah, you were made for it. But you're going to use the things that happen to you in a way that is going to benefit people around you, people you've never met. Okay, it's going to benefit people you've never met and people you have known your whole life. If they're, on that vibe. Maybe not the people you've known your whole life. But it's going to benefit people. It's going to benefit you. It's going to give you the freedom that you deserve to have. And it's going to give others the inspiration to find their own. And I'm proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you, and I can't wait to see you next time, okay? I'll see you next time. Oh, like the video. Subscribe. Did you subscribe? Like the video. Subscribe.